Welcome back to Beyond Movies. I nearly said the wrong name then, Callum.
Yeah, you
Uh,
nearly did. I've seen that shit.
yeah, not a lot has changed, as you can see. Hopefully, my quality is a little bit better, but we've rejigged it. I am now producing the show, so I can do some extra fun little bits.
And
Not
Callum
much
can get
today.
some good sleep.
Yeah, Callum can get some sleep, so it'll be me who edits down and upload these videos. But yeah, we're on to something just a little bit more production behind the thing. But Callum, do you want to introduce the topic? I started the show, you introduce.
Yeah, let's just get into it because it seems like all these studios have come together to celebrate my birthday because we're getting Last of Us season 2 in April and we're getting Andor season 2 the day after my birthday on the 22nd of April. We just had a trailer for it. I loved it. I loved this trailer, Kyle. I've seen some people complaining about the music choice because Star Wars doesn't usually use actual music for its trailers, but this worked. This trailer got me pumped. From the music choices to seeing Krennic again, Ben Mendelsohn, that was fantastic. Um, you
A little
know,
bit of production there,
yeah,
guys.
nice glimpse of is it K2SO who Alan Tudyk played? It is, isn't it?
K2SO,
Droid.
the robot.
And
Yeah.
do you know what? Leave it on that right there, Kyle. Right. The one thing I didn't enjoy about this trailer, thought the trailer was amazing, fantastic. I loved it. The one thing I didn't enjoy was this trailer. Every 5 seconds was reminding us how good the first season of Andor was, with quotes and stuff like that. And it's like, bitch, I know. I watched it. I loved it. I'm excited for season 2. You don't need to remind me how good season 1 was. Exactly the
Yeah.
critically acclaimed series. Yeah, once or twice would have been good enough, but it was like after everything, this amazing show is coming back for more amazing show from this amazing show that you liked. We bring you more amazing show coming your way in April. But Kyle, what did you think of the trailer? Obviously, there's some nice bits in there. We get some nice Mon Mothma again. Saw Gerrera. A lot of these characters coming back. We know this season's going to be sped up. Every 3 episodes is going to take place over a year instead of the first season, which took place over an entire year. So, what did you like about this trailer?
So sorry, I'm just trying to faff around here a little bit mid show. So I I sort of agreed with the music choice first off. I think it was a bit weird at the start, like just the sound of it. But when you watch the trailer, it's an amazing trailer, I must say,
Yeah,
right off the bat. And Andor is a very different type of show. It's like if Star Wars had like a really grounded television series, which is what it is, and it doesn't feel too Star Warsy, but it's season one is amazing. Rogue One was amazing. It added like a very much a much needed element to the Star Wars universe. I know they've like tried to continue that with Han Solo, with all the gang stuff and things like that, but it didn't really work out. But whereas this, I feel like it worked definitely with Andor, and I gotta say I was very skeptical about season one. I was like, why are they
me
doing
too.
this? But wow, is season one amazing. I know a lot of people haven't seen it as well because this character is kind of you know gone under the shade a little bit. Like he's not had the time to
The
shine,
shine.
so to
Yeah.
speak. Yeah. So it was kind of annoying that people haven't. I've known loads of people that haven't watched it, and I'm like just telling them like, yeah, I get it. Disney Plus shows, they're not great. They've got a lot of issues, but this is not like a Disney Plus show. This is like something you'd see on, you know, for us it'd be Now TV, but HBO for your Americans,
Yeah.
Max, I should say. Sorry, that's the quality that it's at. It's got something so special and raw about it. The episodes are lengthy. There's a lot to unpack and unravel with it. There's so many great characters. But for season two, we do get a lot of familiar characters. Saul Guerrero was nice to see. Dr. Krennic, so glad we're getting to
Ben
see.
Mendelsohn is the man, isn't he? Ben
He is.
Mendelsohn is the man. And he was so good in Rogue One
Yeah.
that I can't wait to see him in this.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
there he is. I had to show him, but I'm very very excited. Again, the trailer wasn't perfect, at least at the start. Like the sort of the instrumental didn't really work for me, but when it ramped up and it kicked in, I was like, "Fuck, this is
yeah,
gonna be we're eating good here with
yeah.
this."
The song is "The Revolution Starts Now," Steve Earle. But like you were going on and saying about people not really seeing Andor and stuff like that. Andor is definitely going to be a show I recommend when season 2 is done, because we know season 2 is the final season. And then you can have this excellent story you can give to people. Hopefully, if season 2 is even half as good as the first season, then that'll be great. And you'll have this excellent story you can recommend to people going, no, watch Andor, season 1 and season 2, then watch Rogue One. And it can kind of be like this gateway drug into Star Wars, because then it's like, well, what happens after that? Original trilogy. So
Yeah, yeah. It's
definitely.
like I say, if you're worried about the whole thing of this being kind of it's nothing like a Disney Plus show. Like I say, it's got that quality, high quality bar. It's up there with like like some of the best episodes of Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon, at least season one. That's
Oh yeah.
where it's at. It's not.
The prison
It's
arc. Without any
yeah.
spoilers, the
Oh
prison
yeah.
arc.
I won't lie. It did take me a while to get into the first season, Column. It definitely did because it was a lot slower than I was expecting. I
Yeah.
thought there was going to be a bit more espionage stuff, but it's all about character, and you really get to know these characters, and you kind of like it's so real, but it's Star Wars, but it's so
Yeah.
real. So that's great.
But
But
Kyle,
anyways,
yeah,
yeah.
leading on to our next topic, what he's on about, it's not a Disney Plus show. I think what a Disney Plus show was might be dead now. So let's go on to our next topic. Daredevil season 2. We know they're shooting it right now, and it has been confirmed by Brad Winderbaum that that'll be coming out next year in 2026. And then he said, and then hopefully season 3 the year after, and then on until infinity. So they're making shows now, like they're making shows. I seen an article the other day saying they were done making movies stretched out over 6 episodes, which is really what they'd been doing. Making films, chopping them up, and disguising them as TV shows. They are making true TV series now. So I think that's brilliant, going into, no, we're making Daredevil with the hopes of this being a continuous show. Obviously not forever. We'll go to the point that it needs to go to, but don't make it in like, oh, this is season 1, and then, Loki was planned like season 1, season 2, right away. It's like, that's the story. No, let's have a show and let's have it run. Let's let it have some legs and see where it goes. Because that was the beauty of TV back in the day. So I'm glad that we're getting season 2 next year. This is kind of making me think like The Mandalorian. Bit different though, because Mandalorian had short episodes. It's going to have nice lengthy episodes. Yes, Kyle, what you got on there? uh,
Oh,
you said
oh,
Mr. Ruffle zombie Easter eggs.
oh yeah, Mr.
Mr.
Waffles,
Bean.
Mr. Bean animated. That's
Yeah.
none of mine, by the way. You should see what's up top, but yeah. Again, working
So,
out the bugs. Working out the bugs.
yeah. But no, I'm glad they are going back to a TV format, and that's going to work well for Born Again. We're getting season 2 a year after, how it should be. Let's make TV TV again. Let's bring it back to we get a season every year, because don't get me wrong, I love House of the Dragon, I love Last of Us, I love stuff like that, but people have just accepted the fact now that it takes 2 years to make us a season of a TV show. When really, they're shooting right now on season 1 is, not even out yet. They're shooting season 2, and it's going to be ready for next year. So, Kyle, what are your thoughts? Daredevil season 2 coming next year, and the hopes for many more seasons after that.
Yeah, it's a tricky one to say. Of course, we haven't seen even season 1 yet. It's very close. It's right around the corner. Mark your calendars, Callum. It's what day is it coming out?
Uh, March 4th for the US, March 5th for the
Just
UK.
putting that out there right away.
Review
And
review embargo drops tomorrow, by the way, over a week
oh, okay.
before it comes out. Whereas you get with something like Brave New World, and the review embargo was 2 days before the film came out. So that just shows ultimate confidence in this.
Yeah.
So I'm more and more pumped.
I'm excited, man. If they've got
In
this
fact, no,
much faith
review
in it,
embargo's today. It's just
yeah.
it'll be tomorrow for us.
Okay. I'm very excited and I'm very much looking forward to it. It does show a lot of hope and promise. This is going to make it all the more painful if this show doesn't live up to the hype.
Yeah.
I must admit, but everything is pointing to just thumbs up. It feels like with obviously Captain America 4, there was a bit of, it kind of felt like they just kind of had to get it out there now. It's done, it's shot. They can't really do anything to change it. But whereas Daredevil, they've completely revamped everything. They've taken a completely different,
Fired everyone, got rid of everything, started again.
Exactly, yeah, and it shows, man. Like this trailer, everyone's just so excited for it. I cannot wait, and I'm very excited to just jump back into this. It's kind of, we're in this world already with the MCU, but I'm excited to jump in this end of the world, this side of the world with Daredevil.
Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously Brad Winderbaum's been doing so many interviews right now. They're doing the press junket for this. Charlie Cox has been doing interviews. Vincent D'Onofrio has been doing interviews. Something I wanted to bring up just while we was on this topic. He also mentioned the possibility of Spider-Man popping up in a season of Daredevil, and he said, "Look, that'll never happen." He says Sony owns the rights, and they can only make animated Spider-Man shows with episodes less than 30 minutes. So Sony actually has the long form rights for Spider-Man as well. So there's no hope of Spider-Man popping up in a season of Daredevil, which I don't think would work. I think Daredevil has to go to Spider-Man's world. Spider-Man cannot go to Daredevil's world because they just,
Yeah, I
work.
agree with that. As much as I would love to see these two
little
on screen
cameo.
again, yeah, a little cameo is fine, but I would love to see them on screen, of course, together. But I completely agree with what you're saying with the pushing that TVMA, and it's going back to the original like gore and that type of action, and it's obviously not for kids, and kids can't watch it. I don't see them. It would be fine. Like probably, saying this. Kids will probably watch it anyways without Spider-Man because it's Daredevil. But I get from like a legal term that they can't actually do it because you don't want to push the Spider-Man character to that market, especially Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man. You don't want to bring that to that. But whereas like if you bring Daredevil into a Spider-Man film, it's different because it's Spider-Man's story. Daredevil showing up for this, that, or the other. They can tone it down like they did with, obviously, in No Way Home and like they did in She-Hulk, as well as the animated show that they brought out, which I've refused to watch. Well, I tried.
I've really enjoyed it, actually, the episodes I've watched.
I just can't get into it. It feels like a lot of the stuff they originally wanted to do is left on the cutting room floor, and we're left with what we have. I like elements of it. I like the voice actor. I do hope he does Spider-Man again, but
it's been renewed for like 3 seasons.
Yeah, like I say, but going back to Daredevil popping up, it's going to be in a Spider-Man movie. I know it's come out recently, something about him not appearing in an Avengers film, which is, not likely anyways, but...
Which is what they all say now. They don't know what they can say. I also see something with Charlie where he said, in terms of, he says, would you rather be, join up with the Defenders again, or would you prefer to be in a Spider-Man film or an Avengers film? And he just straight up said, I'd rather be in one of the Spider-Man or Avengers films. He says, because I know what that means to the people, and I know what it means for this character. and he gets it. He does. So yeah, Kyle. Um, we're used to hearing about shows getting renewed for like The Boys is a great example of this. They went into season 3 started, it got renewed for season 5. Do you think uh, Daredevil Born Again comes out, gets? I think it's going to do good for views, get some great views on opening day. Um, and then do you think we hear within the coming weeks, while season 1's running, that it's been renewed for a third season?
I don't know. You're more knowledgeable about these things than me. I trust your
Balls.
sort of no. I trust
But
your
shit, he's seen
theories.
them before.
Oh God. This is my reaction to it as well.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. No. It's hard to say, but again, just going back to my outlook on this of like it's a couple of days away now. The review embargo, obviously, of course, is tomorrow. Well, today technically. I'm very much happy and very much looking forward to this. If this disappoints, I'm going to be very, very sad and quite upset at Marvel. I don't think I can. It'd be hard to forgive them over this. I can't lie to you, Callum.
Yeah, but everything's pointing in the right direction. And
Yeah,
that's why I think if it was bad, it'd be even more upsetting because everything looks golden and green
exactly.
from
Yeah.
where we're sitting. So yeah. Anyway, so it seems to be a bit of a theme today, Kyle,
Mhm.
on the topics,
Mhm.
because we've got more season 2. Moon Knight season 2 is not happening. This is also coming to us from Brad Winderbaum. Uh, this is a bit of upsetting news because it seems like there's quite a bit to do with Moon Knight. But he did say we will see Mark Spector in other Marvel projects, MCU projects, and Moon Knight will return. Obviously Oscar Isaac's been teasing stuff like this as well. I'm just a bit sad it's not a Moon Knight season 2, especially in this new era of I'd really like to see him do it the Daredevil way. But if they're not doing it, fair enough. But the thing I find interesting about this is it's not Kevin Feige who spoke on it. It's Brad Winderbaum, who is Marvel TV Kevin Feige, pretty much. So if he's got the authority to speak on this, do you think we will see Moon Knight in a movie or in another TV show?
I think it's hard to say because the Moon Knight character is very, very popular, but the show wasn't. I like the show, Callum, and I know you really enjoy it as well. And I'm not trying to shit on it here, but it wasn't. It was held back a lot because it was in that annoying Disney Plus format, which thankfully they've got out of now. But I
Yeah,
wish that this came out after Daredevil, so we don't have that worry of the way the length of the episodes, the way they sort of like kind of keep things a secret, which they kind of broke the mold a little bit. They told us who the villain is, but
like right
it's
away.
still
Yeah,
yeah, like right away, but still it was like you had to do that to make it stand out a bit more, to make it
I
better,
think the thing with Moon Knight is though there's always going to be a bit of mystery around him, especially with his personalities and stuff like that.
which is fine.
Which
But
is, you don't need to know everything right away. And we did get answers in the end as well. It didn't just get left. But
yeah,
again, that Disney Plus format that we keep talking about, where everything felt like, we build up, we build up. We got that amazing episode 5, which I think might be one of the best episodes they've ever put on Disney Plus. When they're going through Mark's past, well, Mark and Steven's past, basically. And then the finale airs, and it's just boom, fight in the street, fight next to the pyramids, and we're done. And Mark wakes up in his bed, and it's like, what the fuck just happened?
yeah. I think
So
there's a lot of problems with the first season. There's a lot of problems with a lot of things in the Disney Plus shows that we've gone. But to answer your question, do I think Moon Knight will appear in a movie? Do I think he'll appear in a show? This is this is going to sound kind of weird. I believe he is going to show up in a TV show next time we see him. What TV show it'll be, I'm not too sure. But if I had it my way, I would love them to just do a movie, a Moon Knight movie, because it would do well. You've got a great actor there, you've got a great character,
Yeah.
you've got an IP which people really are intrigued about. It seems like they're just sitting on money here, and I know they've got a lot on their plate and they don't have much time when it comes to shooting a film and getting it out before Avengers. Doomsday and the other one.
The other one. Avengers, the other
one.
one. Yeah.
The other one.
God, I can't wait for Avengers, the other one.
Yeah, but it's hard to say, to be honest with you. I think more likely to show up in a TV show, but I would love to see him in a movie format, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna go against you here. So, Oscar Isaac was famously the first Marvel lead to sign a contract which wasn't a multi-picture deal. He only signed for the first season of Moon Knight. That was it. And that's how they got him on board, because you can't blame him. He'd been burned by Disney before with Star Wars, But then I always say about that is, well, he's the person who got asked to get, asked to stay alive.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that aspect of it. But you don't get Oscar Isaac for nothing. Now, don't get me wrong, there's more of a blurred line now between TV actor and movie actor. It used to be back in the day that movies were so much more prestigious than TV. But now you find that, a lot of these actors go into TV because they get to give deeper performances and stuff like that, like Colin Farrell and stuff like that. But I think we're going to see Mark Spector in Avengers Doomsday.
Could be like a cameo, to be honest.
I don't know why, I've just got a feeling that Moon Knight's going to be in Avengers Doomsday. And I've got a feeling he will be, because he is going to be the Hulk of this new Avengers team. If you get me? Like the unpredictable. Oh, fuck, Jake Lockley's out. Starts fighting all the Avengers or something like that. I don't know exactly, but I've just got a feeling he's going to be in Doomsday. And I suppose we'd know soon, because the shooting within about a month or so. So I've got a feeling it's going to be a movie. But if it's not, I'd like to see him guest appear on Daredevil, get to break some bones and shit like that. I feel like that makes the most sense.
It would just need to make it would need to make sense for the story and stuff, and like Daredevil seems like a very grounded thing, whereas Moon Knight is definitely one of those like more magical,
the element of the hand
sides
and stuff like that, and that Daredevil's been through this, so he has dealt with mysticism, which is what you can equate Moon Knight to.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Anyway, let's get on to our final topic of the day, Kyle. You ready? Captain America, Brave New World.
You did that, sorry. I transitioned it and you were like, you ready? I'm like, we're already here.
Yeah, mate, sorry. I'm just not used to not being in control.
Force of habit.
Yeah. So anyway, Captain America, Brave New World. If you go back and watch our last week's video about it having a brilliant opening weekend, which it did, but we also said to people in that is, don't celebrate just yet, because you need to look at that second weekend. That's when you know if a film's going to have legs. Because me and Kyle both really enjoyed the film. I've seen it 3 times in the theatre. But I think people were celebrating a bit too early, and they were going, oh yeah, to everyone who said it's going to bomb, fuck you. It made nearly $200 million on its opening weekend. Great. But guess what? It's had a 68% drop now. And it is just coming under 300 million worldwide for the box office for this thing now. Now, like we say, budget of 180 million. Usually double that for marketing, So this film needs to hit 360. I can see this film hitting 360 if it's nearly at 300 million now. It's just, it might only just get there. So it'll probably break even. Maybe. But Kyle, this has had a big drop. Did you see it coming? Because I think a lot of people did see it coming, having this big drop.
Again, you're more of the numbers guy. I just kind of go yes. But a lot of, like, you got to put it out there first. A lot of things have like a big drop in their second weekend. You can probably go into that a little bit more.
Yeah.
But what I'm gonna say is, this film isn't gonna do well financially, to be honest, because like, critically it's not amazing. It's like very much it's in the middle. Like, I remember someone commented saying the movie's painfully average or painfully okay. And
Aggressively okay, I remember saying
aggressively,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
not painfully, sorry, aggressively okay, which I guess you can say it kind of is. Like, I've seen it twice. I enjoyed the film, and it's one of those films where I'd say go watch it, see what you think. If you hated it, fair enough. If you loved it, fair enough. Again, it's the same with any film. If you said that about Endgame, that's fine. It's all subjective. You're not supposed to agree with everyone. But with this, it's definitely heavily mixed. It's very 50-50.
Yeah.
I'm not saying though that the 50% of people that like it love it. I'm saying they just like it, are okay with it, whereas the other half are just like, yeah, it was pretty bad. I'm not like I say, it's in that sweet spot of it's watchable, it's fun.
Yeah, and do you know what? I'd watch it again tomorrow. I would.
I'd
But
watch it again. It's definitely one of those films I would watch again. I agree, but it's be- because of the all the talk about this film having multiple reshoots and it being like one of the most, not the most,
yeah.
but a very expensive budget cycle where it's gone up to like 350 million plus, which again is not true. None of that is true. I think we didn't even link that video to the other guy's channel before, but there's a video out there. I'll try whack the
Trust me,
link in tonight.
he don't need our link. He's doing just fine without us.
Yeah, no, it's just a bit of
Yeah.
perspective. I mean, it's nice to share that with people and so they're informed. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. I don't really know what to say about it. It's kind of like I kind of expected it.
Yeah. Now look, here's some things that could have probably made this film do a lot better in the box office. I think Brave New World, if they were, determined they were going to do Falcon and Winter Soldier, right, fair enough. Brave New World should have been shooting as soon as Falcon and Winter Soldier were finished. They should have known that obviously they wanted to do a Captain America story, and they should have been writing that while they was writing, Falcon and Winter Soldier, of where Sam's going, so they could get rolling on that right away. Because someone pointed it out on Reddit the other day, and was like, "Isn't it crazy that the entire time where Chris Evans was Captain America, we got to his third film, Civil War, and the entire time while Mackie's been Captain America, he's had been Captain America for the end of a TV show, and his film is only just coming out." So they're they've underutilized this character a lot. This would have done better if they just came straight out with it, I think. Not exactly the same story, obviously, but I feel like this big weight has been something that's gone against it. Definitely. People have lost interest.
I'll say this. I think there's a lot of issues with how Marvel have done things as of late, and we can get into that. We'll probably do a video talking about that. I mean, just to clarify how we perceive this Marvel sort of era that we're in. Yes, we agree Marvel hasn't been on their game, but I think this film is the end of that now. It ended in a way where it's like, yeah, the film's okay. People are,
Yeah.
but it could have ended a lot worse. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying the MCU is ending or anything like that. I'm saying this era of just not so great Marvel has ended, thankfully. And
I
it's
think, yeah.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate that it sort of happened in line with Sam Wilson's big moment as Captain America. Well, not obviously Sam Wilson being Captain America, obviously Anthony Mackie. But it's kind of sad that it's held it back, and it's kind of put a bit of a mark on his sort of run as Captain America, because
Well, even the negative reviews I saw, though, all praised Anthony Mackie as Captain America, and that is
yeah.
what I'll stand here and say right now. Mackie should absolutely still be Captain America going into Doomsday, and do you know what? Even after,
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I'm not. It's nothing to do with Anthony Mackie. It's nothing to do with Sam Wilson as a character or him being Captain America. I agree with that. I
yeah,
want him to be Captain America, and it makes sense, at least for the MCU. And the problem I have though is because Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yes, it has some fucking great moments in it, but it's not great as a show. And we were talking about Moon Knight.
yeah.
It was stuck with that annoying Disney Plus format, which we all hate. And it was just stuck in this really awkward era of Marvel. I feel like I would be much happier not having that show, the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I think
And
they should have done Captain
integrated some of
America
them elements into a
elements
Captain America
into
fall
yeah
film. Absolutely,
yeah. Skip the show. Don't do that, because not a lot of people are going to watch it, and not a lot of people have watched it, evidently. But again, that was all to do with issues sort of in the past now. Hopefully now, Daredevil is. We've been saying Brave New World is the true test, but
well, we've always said Brave New World and Daredevil are the true test, and you can
yeah,
see with Brave New World that all right, this is a step in the right direction. But Brave New World's going to be the true test. The true test. No, Born Again's going to be the true test, and the Thunderbolts is going to be, the result. If you know what I mean, of like what
Brave
they've
New
been doing.
World. Sorry,
Rave New World.
yeah,
So
let's change it to. Let's put Mackie on.
yeah, but this has made me think about Thunderbolts and how is Thunderbolts going to do in the box office. Because we've got a lot of these similar characters. We've got Falcon and Winter Soldier characters, John Walker, Bucky. I would argue that Bucky's more popular than Sam. And I'd say, Bucky definitely elevates Sam as a character because, spoilers, if you wanted to go see it, you would have done by now. that small scene that they have together in Brave New World when he pops in to check on him, Bucky really elevates Sam as a character and makes him more human because but it's because of how Sam acts with Bucky, not because of how Bucky acts with Sam. But yeah, I'm quite thinking now, how is Thunderbolts going to do? Because I've been checking the views on the trailers and stuff like that, and the views aren't that high on the Thunderbolt trailers.
We can have a look. If
I think it's 11 million on the official Marvel one. Are you on it now?
Yeah. So I am here. I just need to maneuver my screen. I think. Nope. Don't want to do it. Oh, hang on. There we go. Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm. There we go.
Yeah. 11 million. It was there, kinda.
Yeah. 1 million.
Yeah, 1 million views. But then you get something like the Fantastic Four, and that's got like 28. So are people interested in this? Are people gonna see it? So I think it needs to be more of like Thunderbolts needs to come out swinging and just be, this film is fucking amazing. Go and see it. Which I think is what we're gonna get from it.
Here's the thing, though.
Here's the thing. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't.
I had to. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, could we see Thunderbolts underperforming, or will Daredevil Born Again come out and get everyone back in line and be like, yeah, this was fucking amazing. What's next? Thunderbolts. When Daredevil Born Again finishes, that's only 2 weeks away. Brilliant. So you just don't know. But yeah, it's like I say, it's kind of like we said. Don't count them chickens just yet, because I've seen a lot of people celebrating about its big opening weekend, and it fell flat on the second one, which I would have loved this film to go on and make $500-600 million. That ain't gonna happen, no. Would have been great if it did.
They just got to take it on the chin. Daredevil, everyone's excited for Daredevil, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
unlike Captain America Brave New World, sadly, people just weren't excited or looking forward to it as much. That's not because of Sam Wilson being Captain America or anything like that. It's nothing to do with that. It's just the way they've built this up and it coming out of this bad era of Marvel.
Yeah. No, definitely. I had something else to say, which I can't remember, which I'm going to say now. So that's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were proper insightful as well.
Mm-hmm.
Made me say proper intelligent.
But
yeah.
Doubt that.
Come on, mate. I'm pretty smart.
Mm.
Right, guys. That will do us for today. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, show us to your mother. We're bringing that back. And we'll see you in the next video. Let us know what your favourite topic of the day was. If you didn't watch the full show, that's fine. What do you find it a lot better with Kyle running the show? I know I did. It made me very excited. And I got to be a bit more me. Nope. 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 We don't want to see what's coming, Kyle. Nope. Yeah, just do it. Let's just do it.
Okay. Right, ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Ah!
See you later. Thanks for watching.